Hey, what's happening guys? Richie here, and wanted to share a quick little case study of a side business I've been doing probably the past 10 days or so, and it's been a lot of fun, and you can see the numbers of just today on the screen right now. It's actually a little bit more than that because I've sold in other categories. This is only showing the clothing categories, you can see, but this was the main product that I sold, so just wanted to show this. I do sell other stuff on Amazon outside of this, so I only wanted to show the numbers that reflected this, obviously. And this is a great little business model because you could do it in less than an hour a day, and you can really just start earning as soon as tomorrow. There's also multiple ways to approach this, and you can literally approach it putting no money in. I know that sounds crazy, but bear with me because I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. So once I started this, a friend of mine sent me this article about a 28-year-old who's making millions buying from Walmart and selling on Amazon. Obviously, I'm not doing any of those kind of numbers, but I'll put a link to this below just to kind of show you what's possible with this once you get started. So what happened with me is like I said, I already sell on Amazon, and I'm always looking around, seeing what's selling on Amazon, and see what's already selling and see what I could potentially sell as well. I was looking in the clothing department and I came across these pajamas. I saw them, didn't really think much of it, apart from I knew that it was selling well. And the way you know about that is because every product on Amazon has got something called a bestseller rank. So you can see down here, this one is 185. At the time, it was less than 100 because I was looking in the top 100 of every category. So yeah, the lower the better, obviously. So yeah, there's 185, and you can see that it sells different ages, and they're all ranging prices. So we've got men's, we've got women's, we've got kids and toddlers. So, and they're all a variety of prices. You can see this one's $19.99. If I go to kids, this one's £16. If I go to this is £10. So as you can see, it's different prices, and this is important to the story, so bear with me. So yeah, I saw this, didn't really think anything of it. The next day I went to a discount store here in the UK. I needed to buy some packaging because, like I said, I sell other stuff, and I saw the exact pajamas, and the great thing is I saw them at significantly less. So I'll add a couple of pictures that I took at the time just to kind of double check to make sure it was the same product, and I got the idea that, okay, so why don't I try this? Why don't I go home and list the product on Amazon, and if I sell it, I will come back and purchase it. So this is a great way because obviously you're not risking any type of money, and you're not holding inventory and stuff like that. But I would recommend, if you're going to do this and you've got the money, then purchase the products. The great thing about these kind of products, and obviously check it from store to store, but the store that I purchased from has got a 28-day money-back guarantee. So, you buy it, and if it doesn't sell, you can always return it. Whereas the worst thing, and this has happened to me now because I went into clothing, is you sell the product, you go back to the store and say, oh, I need a medium. Oh, sorry, we're all out, which is a massive, massive issue. Don't try to avoid that if possible. Like I said, either avoid clothing completely, because obviously when you're just selling one product, it's a lot easier as opposed to all these variations, or buy the products and only list them once you've actually got the products. And like I mentioned, if you don't end up selling them, you can always get a refund. It's the easiest, simplest business model ever. So as you can see from my numbers, one thing I want to point out is it's actually for the bestseller rank that it's got. I could have sold a lot more, but because there's so many variations, obviously the rank shows includes all of these. And what actually happened today was I got most of these sales probably before lunch or around lunchtime, like early afternoon, and then I started selling out of the popular sizes that people wanted, so my sales naturally sold out. But if you're going to look at something with that kind of bestseller rank, I would imagine selling probably triple the amount that I've sold today. So I mentioned how I found the product, but other ways you can find the product are a lot of like big box stores. So I'm here in the UK, so places like Asda or Toys R Us. Toys R Us still in business in the UK. These kind of things, they always got clearance sections. So what ends up happening is, you know, they're selling something Dora the Explorer related, let's say lunchboxes, and obviously they need to clear the shelves for new products that are coming in. So they've already made the purchase order, or however it works, and they need the space. So they'll sell it even at a loss because they need the space. So it's a good idea to keep an eye out on these kind of things. There's a lot of apps out there that will allow you to basically scan the barcode, and you can look exactly how much things sell on Amazon, and you can figure out how you'll make a profit on it. So Amazon's got a calculator. If you just Google fulfillment by Amazon calculator, and I put, like, if you're in the UK like me, put UK at the end, so just so it gets your relevant information, and this will work out exactly what your margin will be, what your profit margin will be. And like I said, you can do this on apps on your phone. I know the Amazon app does exactly this. There's another one called, I think it's Profit Bandit. I've got it. I don't fully know how to use it, but I'm just going to walk you through exactly how it would work with this. So there's basically two ways you can sell with Amazon. One is your own fulfillment. That means you're shipping it out yourself, or there's Amazon fulfillment. I do both. So for my products that I sell regularly, I sell it through Amazon fulfillment. What that means is when you get a sale, Amazon will ship it out for you. You don't really need to do anything. Whereas for this stuff, I do my own fulfillment purely because, you know, I'm going back to stores when they've got sizes and things like that. Again, it's because of clothing. I made it difficult for myself, but if I found a product, which I have found another product, that it's just a singular product, it sells really well, and that's something that I could ship to Amazon and just have them ship it out for me. So let's say that the price is, and I'll use my actual products as a price. So one of them I'm selling it for $9.99, and it's free delivery, but obviously you can charge delivery. Cost of sellers, so for this one it costs me £1.22 to deliver, so £1.22. Packaging, let's say it costs 0.8. This is for the kids one, so it's very cheap, and because it's so thin, it goes as a large letter. And cost of the product is $3.99. So that's how much it cost me. That's how much it cost me to fill, and that's how much. This is how much the product is selling for. So let's click calculate, and you can see the Amazon seller fees. They'll take £1.20. So the profit I'm left with here is £3.50 on this particular size. Now, I just want to point out one thing. You might be looking at £3.50 and think, okay, is that really worth it? You're going to go through all this hassle, you're going to drive to the shop, you're going to call different branches to see if they've got it in stock. Is it really worth it for £3.50? Now, you got to realize that, number one, you can see it, I would have sold, if I was in stock, I would have sold a lot more than this, but I've sold 13 here, and also I made a lot more profit here because a lot of people purchased multiple items, which means I saved in shipping and all that sort of stuff. but let's just say I just made £3.50 on each product, and I'm gonna have to pause to do that math. Okay, so here you can see that's £45.50 profit. That's pretty good considering it takes less than an hour a day. I mean, most of the time, I mean, today it definitely took less than an hour because I did nothing apart from, you know, package it up and take it to the post office. So it probably took me about 30 minutes or so today. Obviously, you're going to factor in time finding products and all that sort of stuff. But if you think about that, £45 for an hour, if you've got a job right now, compare it to that, how much you might be earning per hour. And for the Americans, I think that's probably about $60 to $65 roughly per hour. So if you think about that, you know, let's say per month, so let's say 30 days in a month, that's an extra £1,300 a month. It's not too shabby really, and I'll do a year just to kind of belabor the point. An extra 16,000 a year. So that's just from one product, right? Like I mentioned, I'm selling other stuff outside of clothing. It's a great little money earner. And you also, if you think about it, how hard is it to earn that sort of money as a pay rise in your job? I don't want to kind of, I'm not trying to sell you on it. I get nothing out of it if you do this, but I just don't want people to look at £3.50 and think, what's the point in that? So what I want you to do is, next time you're in and not even next time, go out there and make the conscious effort to look at this stuff. If you got plans this weekend, you know, prioritize this. Go to some big box stores, go to some discount stores, especially, do you know the, like, pound shop or dollar stores? I was in the US for quite a bit last year. I know that, I don't remember the name of them, but I know there's a couple of dollar stores that have evolved into selling stuff that, you know, $2, $3, that sort of thing. Those kind of places are gold mines for these types of products. And just, yeah, all these big box stores, they need the retail space, and they've already made the commitment for new products, so they don't mind selling it at a loss. So there's great bargains to be found in those kind of areas. And obviously, in terms of profit margin, try and keep it relative to the cost of the product. So, you know, I'm selling something at £10 and I'm making £3.50 profit, which is pretty great. For me, at that sort of price point, and by that sort of price point, I mean, like, you know, under £20, I'd be wanting to make at least £2 profit each time. But if I was selling something that's £60, then I'm not going to be looking at something that makes £2 profit. So yeah, let's say, I would say minimum 10%. So if you're selling something at £60, you want to be making at least 6. That's at the lowest. Ideally, if you're selling something at £60, you want to be making at least 10. So yeah, I just wanted to share this because I figured that this isn't something I'll probably continue with. Like I mentioned, I've got other businesses, and that takes bulk of my focus. But I really wanted to see this through and continue this because I know that this could make a difference to somebody who needs the money, who's never started a business before but wants to get their feet wet. Because this is I've been in business since 2006, and I've never seen anything this easy to jump in and literally make money the next day. So yeah, if you got any questions, let me know. Put it in the comments below, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm really gonna be putting as many videos about making more money, saving money, all that sort of stuff on this channel, and I'd love to share it with you. So if you enjoyed this video, if you got anything out of it, please do subscribe. And if you got any questions, put it below. I'll do my best to answer it. Pretty much it. Thanks for watching.